Hey y'all, this is Moni.
And this is Kat.
Hey Kat. And this is the Fake Ass Book Club. Wait, can we both say it or no?
Welcome back, you guys. It's your girl Moni.
And this is Kat.
And we're the Fake Ass Book Club.
We are.
Oh my God. But this is a real ass studio.
This is.
This is nice, friend.
And we don't have to produce it.
No,
Because when I tell you our regular episodes, we don't do credits at the end for real. But when I tell you this is hosted, edited, produced, directed, written.
Well, no, don't go there now. There's no script. We're just about to be. It's written by us.
You know what? I'm going to push back on that statement and
Who's
show
writing
the people our drive with all your notes.
Oh, that is so true.
I would say there's a good amount of writing that goes. I think you deserve a writing credit.
You're right. Wait a minute. I thought you were about to give all that credit to Chris just now. My bad for being here.
No, I was just saying for past episodes, if we were going to do credits,
it
it would have just
me,
been all that stuff
you.
and along it would have been Kat, Moni, Kat, Moni, Kat, Moni, Kat, Moni.
Yes, that's so funny.
But this time, the editing is going to be done by Chris Spangle.
Yes, thank God.
Who is
What a treat.
help organizing this amazing event we're here today for.
Well, tell the people where we are, friend.
So we're at the Polk Studios.
Yes, we are.
That I'm just really learning about.
So what's wild to me, friend, is that I have seen this spot so many times because I have to drive by it to get to my kids' school. So I see these new nice buildings, but I didn't know what they were. So it's so nice to know that this is in that Martindale
This is in the community.
Yeah.
Resources, y'all.
It's resources. And so this is super nice, and it's very much so a treat. I'm excited to be here. Of course, we are affiliated with and also representing the I Am Podcast group. So this is super dope.
Podcast and platforms.
Yes, very, very, very good group. So obviously, if you guys are in the Indianapolis area and you're interested in reaching out to local podcasters or really just starting a podcast, if you're a seasoned podcaster and you need a videographer,
you want to be on one.
Boom. It's a really good networking opportunity. And more so than that, what I'm loving about podcasting this whole time is that I feel like we really are tapped into the art community. I wasn't anticipating that.
There's so much about this experience that I have not anticipated. I'm talking about doing a podcast.
Yeah.
It has been much richer and fuller than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be fun.
I mean, and it is.
It is fun. But I'm like, am I a better person now?
We're smarter now. We read books, y'all. You feel me? We read books. We go to art shows. Kat's doing a whole. Tell them what you're doing.
We're freebasing books.
Wow. Yeah, we are. Wow. Taking them to the head.
I just did the Indie Convergence.
Nice. Oh, so it's complete now?
Yeah.
Okay. High five, friend. I didn't know when was it? I thought it was supposed to be over. Wait, when did it end? Don't say Saturday or Sunday. Oh my God. Okay. All right. It was ended the last time I saw you?
I love it when you're just discovering information
that you've already told me.
Amazing. Or maybe I didn't. I talk so much. It's no guarantee that I did tell you. But it was Saturday. That's why I couldn't make it to the thing.
Well, okay.
That was the last night of it.
And you probably did say that, friend. I've slept since then. It's fine.
And you know what? You don't remember and you don't have to. That has been my mantra for so much stuff where it's like, especially with the stuff the young kids are doing.
Oh my gosh.
I don't get it and I don't have to.
Amen to that, friend. All right, well, look, you guys, if you're new here, we do like to start off our episodes. Sometimes I'm new here and I forget about this part, but we are going to dedicate this episode before we jump in to our fake ass episode today. So hands over your hearts, everyone. All right, as always, you guys, we want to give a special shout out and a special recognition to our patrons. You guys are the best, and we appreciate you because your continued support helps us continue to create the content that you love. Also, I want to dedicate this episode specifically to the arts. The arts, I've always appreciated them, but as I get older too, I realize the importance that the arts plays, not only to me personally, but just in our community and as we move along. So I'm internally grateful for the opportunity to be plugged into the art scene, but then also to have just making connections in that way, and then definitely having an opportunity to connect with all kinds of artists. So What about you, friend? Who do you want to dedicate this to?
Yes, and I think I'm going to go ahead and dedicate this episode to the Spangles.
Let's go.
Because, I mean, for one,
So
I know it
wholesome.
was probably tough for Chris to get away on a school night, too.
know.
He is is he an expectant father? Do they just have that baby? It's hard to keep
They just
up.
had one. They've got they had a
two.
daughter. Then they just had the son like a
And
year or
then
so
had
ago.
another
Now
girl.
so they have 3 kids now.
So there's a lot going on.
it is a lot.
And so it's been really, for one, I just appreciate him. You know, we've gotten so many opportunities, and once again, helped us get the podcast started.
I know he did.
He's sort of like our, we have a couple of different like godfathers for the podcast and
think so.
godparents, but he's definitely one. And I just really, it's been amazing watching him become a father because
I know it's
you
very
know,
sweet.
like it's always. I mean, watching you become a parent, it's always fun watching people go through that.
Yeah.
And dedication over.
Speaking of that, friend, you know, you say that and you sound very genuine. I think before I had kids, I thought that when people would say stuff like, I can't wait to see you be a parent, that was a setup.
Oh,
Like to this very terrible, non-fulfilling. Like I felt like, well, you're saying that because you're miserable in your experience and you want to drag me down with you.
Right.
That's how it was said,
like it's
though,
a
I feel like.
cult. It's not. I mean, for some people, it's not for everyone.
Right.
But I truly believe. But for someone like me, I love children.
Yeah.
So I think that for people who get into it and don't love children,
That's
it's
so
not
hard.
for them. But
Yeah.
for me, I love the curiosity and energy that children bring.
They're so cute. We're just children looking at us
There
right now. you
are.
guys.
There are.
They're
That's
so
why I
cute, too.
specifically wanted to mention the children because here at Fab
So cute.
Podcast, we love the kids.
We do love the kids.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And so yes, that's So yeah.
Well, you know what? Speaking of kids, though, it made me
You have
think
to name
about.
'em.
Say what?
Oh, thought you were going into the naming conventions.
I am, but you beat me.
Well, it was alley-oop.
Oh, okay. All right. This is our first day, guys. We're getting our chemistry together. But no,
Trying
it
to pass that
did.
shit like Snotton.
Thank you. But I can't hear good and you talk fast.
I do talk fast.
And so then I got confused. It happens easily. But no, it did make me think about the naming thing too, because and I forget the conversation that actually sparked it, but I was asking you the other day, do you think that like your name actually embodies who you are as a person, or do you think that names have an actual impact on how, you know, like
You
how your
develop.
reality unfolds, basically?
I think that we're constantly programming ourselves. So if you hear something over and over again, like your name, I think that does have an effect on you long term.
Okay.
So you can say something to someone one time, whatever. But if every day of your life, and it turns out like one of the sweetest sounds in the world is the sound of our own name.
Wow. Isn't it though?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they know me.
I mean, that's why it's part of persuasion tactics.
Which you're good at.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for acknowledging
Professional.
my talents.
Yeah.
but
what
it was
I'm
something
here
I
for.
work at. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I've actually, because I think when I was younger, people were confusing to me. So I was like, let me study you.
I need a hack. Needs a hack.
I
need to
do.
figure this
My
out.
mama needs a hack. So I would agree that, and the fact that I was named after a family member. And that
I
makes
like
me
that.
really fascinated. And even throughout like great figures in history, like if they have the same name as me, I'm more interested in that figure.
That is really cool. So do you know the origin of your name? So 2-part. Do you know? You're saying you have a family name. So what do you know about the person you're named after? But also, what do you know about the actual meaning of your name?
So, okay, there's a lot to unpack there. Thank you for that
Take
question.
your time. We got all night.
So, I was named after my one of my fraternal great grandmothers.
Okay.
So this is my grandfather's mother, on my dad's side, and her full name was Mary Catherine, and my dad, that was like his favorite person in the world. She
Love
was
it.
apparently very sweet, very nurturing, very loving, and really liked to spoil my dad, which is why he was a big fan of hers.
He's like, this is why I love her.
And she also had 10 children.
Oh, now you failed there. I ain't gonna lie. You didn't live up to your namesake when it came to that.
Sure
friend.
didn't.
I didn't think you were gonna make it to 2, to be honest. But that was, you did it.
Yeah. And so I never got to meet her. She passed before I was born, but I've seen pictures of her. And just her memory. In fact, that's one of the people I'd like to do a portrait of. Because it's like, yeah, that's definitely the ancestors. So that's something I would like on the mantle. And it's just as far as what like Mary means, it's a Hebrew name.
Ooh. Let's go.
Well, because it's Jesus' mom's name.
It is. She's
and
pretty
they
well
were known for being Jewish.
They were.
So, yeah. So,
Okay.
Mary, but it means bitter.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I think the origin, like in Hebrew, it's Miriam.
Okay, so that's like the root name, and then it's a
Yeah, and
derivative
then
of it.
anglicized, it's Mary.
Okay, gotcha.
And then Catherine means pure or pure one, and that has Germanic roots.
Look at you, really
Mhm.
knowing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which is ironic because I'm actually very against purity culture.
Well, we tackle that, guys. If you like those kind of topics, you should definitely visit some of our other episodes. But yeah, I think for me, I know. So my origin story for my name, my government name is Monica. Dun dun dun. And I actually was named after a girl that my dad had a crush on. Like I guess when he was in 8th grade, and her
So
name
why
was.
was your mom? I'm surprised your mom was.
She's
cool
like,
with
I
that.
got you now. What the hell do I care? Well, here. Oh, sorry. Y'all didn't hear me say that. Shh, don't tell your mom. But she said so the story is that there was a girl named Monica Douglas, and he just had a crush on this girl from afar. And I think that he tried to approach her, like went to the house, and the guy, like the father, ran him off. So he never really had the chance to date her or be with her. He was just like a girl that he, I guess, thought was beautiful and just was interesting or whatever.
And just never forgot.
And just, right, yeah, never forgot. And he just always liked the name, I guess, because he always associated it with beauty or something like that, or a girl he liked. And my
And
mom
you
was a
ended
real
up
OG.
very beautiful. Maybe he did cast a spell.
See,
He was
maybe
just
he
like,
did.
yep.
And she's cute.
And you know what? That was also a line from 30 Rock when Liz Lemon was dating Dennis. And
yes, I do remember Dennis.
Yeah, he's
I do.
also Mayhem from the insurance commercials.
Okay.
And he plays this really obnoxious character, and he was just talking about how like because Liz, she's having a pregnancy scare and she thinks it's Dennis's.
No.
And he was like, yeah, he's like, I really wanted to name her let's just say Mary. I can't remember the chick's name. He's like, it's just this girl I used to really want to boff.
And it's like,
And she's like, no, you're not gonna be like,
well, my mom was like, hey,
it's like,
you were in 8th grade, you didn't have a chance. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That was very cool.
So she was fine with it because I guess she liked the name. And then, he has an M name. So all of us have M names. And so like that was a whole thing.
Alliteration.
You got to
Love
start
it.
with the same letter. And then in terms of what it meant, I was always told it meant alone. There's because mono comes from that. So I don't know if that's Latin or Greek. I don't know. Yeah, you Germanic
It's
and all
old.
this. It's old. And also, too, it's associated with Monica in the Bible, who was Constantine's, or in history, Augusta. Somebody in Greek, Roman.
I was about to
history.
say, because I feel like Monica's a pagan name.
Yeah,
I don't
so
think it's
Roman.
biblical.
Roman, my bad.
There you go.
Listen,
it goes back though,
it goes way back.
like reverse.
So she's definitely associated as, this person in history or whatever. And then it could also mean advisor. But yeah, so that's
what
I
about
know
your
my
middle name?
I don't remember what it means though. I'm not going to say it, but
It's I think it means
everybody
reborn.
has it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, because that's why it works as a middle name, because it's blank reborn, and then your last name and stuff like that.
Well, did you like your name though? Like, did you feel
I
like?
love my name.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Let's do the evolution. Have you always liked your name, or do you just okay?
I was always super into it.
Okay.
Wrote it down a lot. It was tricky to learn how to spell. The
I can see
middle
that.
name.
Yeah,
And so I had to
yeah.
come up with like a little mechanism.
Okay.
And it's always a thing too, because Catherine is either a C or a K. I'm a K. And
Cat with a K.
yeah, I've always been kind of good with my name, knowing it, especially knowing its origin and stuff like that, and the fact that my dad really wanted to name me that. Like I've always been super. Now my last name's changed a lot.
Oh, what's up with that? Would you like to speak into the microphone on that one? No, I'm just kidding.
No, but it's but yeah, my first two names, yeah, I like
Okay.
them. What about
All right.
you?
I didn't dislike my name, but I felt like, there were people named Crystal, and I don't know, when I was younger, I just felt like it sounded like an older person's name a little bit. It sounded
You
very
wanted something
mature.
funner.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will say that I feel like I grew into it. So I came to like it, and I liked it because it wasn't like a common, even though it's not like it's not a name that you hear a lot to me. Like, I don't meet a lot of Monicas in my day-to-day life. I mean, I know I have met some, but not that many. So it's not like Jen or Rachel or something like that.
Shout
that
out
I think
to
are
Jen
more
who let us in this morning or this evening.
Yes. We don't know, guys. Doesn't
This
matter.
space-time continuum has been playing tricks on
Tricky,
me.
man. It's tricky business. But yeah, so I think I grew into my name. I do like it. It's not necessarily a family name, but what I kind of passed on to my kids was the idea of all of my kids having their names start with the same letter. And it's weird because my husband, all his siblings start with a K. All of ours start with the M. So it was sort of
Lovely.
we couldn't get there because we have one with the K and one with the M because we could not agree. Okay.
I think you should get the deciding vote.
We could not agree. I mean,
But
I
I'm
basically
biased.
did though.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I did. It's not like, I had to compromise. Like the ones that I liked were the ones that happened. But I did. But also, a lot of people in his family have K names, so it's like, dude, they took all the good ones. Okay, we just gonna have to pivot to the M's. Okay, I'm sick of it. Sick of looking at this. But my son does have a family name, and his middle name is Mayhew, which is I had never really heard that, but it's also comes from Matthew. Means precious gift from God, which is nice and sweet because his first name it doesn't have like when you look it up, it's like from Kingstown. So I like that his name gives him space to grow into it and make it his own. But also I feel like he's anchored in a family name. You know what I mean? Which is people, I feel like Black folks used to do that a lot more. You know, like at least in my family, I know that like even the girls would get, like if your dad's name was Gerald, your name would be like Geraldine.
Yeah.
They would throw a Dean or a Etta. You know what I mean on that thing?
I feel like with my kids, I just let their dads name them because I feel like they needed
First of all, you just said to me, I should get the final vote. And you up here talking about.
I mean, if I wanted to, I would have pulled rank, but I was just kind of like, well, I'm already doing a thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is going to be my baby anyway. I feel like men, it takes them longer to bond. So it was kind of like, just as an early exercise, it's like this part is all you because everything else is all
Not
me.
my man. He was getting on my nerves. I was like, I thought men were supposed to not care. Why are you? Can I not have anything to myself? You want to share it all? You mean to tell me you love them like I do instantly? Sick of it. It's like, oh my God.
Well, in those cases, then it's not as necessary.
But yeah, it was sweet though, but very, very nice. I was going to try to incorporate maybe like, because it is sweet when you have like your grandma's name or something like that. So I didn't really pull that off, but I still like my kids' name. I think that they're good names. But in that sort of vein, so you're saying like, okay, you think you get named something and then like just because it's repeated over time, you kind of grow into it or it means something?
I think it can have, I think the effect is not zero.
Okay, that's fair. Well, what about, okay, so you talk about people in history, maybe you're drawn to them more because they have your name. So growing up for me, let's talk about some famous Monicas. Let's talk about it. So we have the one that I barely knew, the Roman lady, the mother of Augustus, I believe it was. I could look that up, but who has time?
Yeah.
And then, but also too, just coming of age, of course, Monica Lewinsky. I've talked about this on the show before. That was always, like, it tends to be this cultural thing that happens as well. So like, not only are the implications from just maybe a family member or, your dad's crush in 8th grade, you also have these cultural people. So we have Monica also from Friends. And
you both like things clean.
I know. And it's so weird because I do think like when you talk about Monica in a modern sense, it is like associated with, I think, her character from Friends and like, a neat person or somebody who likes things to be orderly or is a perfectionist or whatever. And it's just interesting to be like, dang, that is kind of true though. And so is that just, is that a coincidence? I wonder if there's any other Monicas out there who feel like, yeah, I embody that. Or it's like, no, I'm the total. I'm sure there are, ones that are not exactly the same, but are there any famous Catherines or Marys that you feel like, like you were like, oh, okay, this is interesting to me because we share this name. We share this sort of.
Right. Like we have this thing in common.
We have this thing.
This thing of ours, this Cosa Nostra. So St. Monica is the mother of St. Augustine of Hippo.
Yeah, okay.
And a saint herself, St. Monica.
Saint.
So there you go. She's born in North Africa.
Yeah, see?
Funsies. So some of my favorite, we'll start with favorites, Marys, because, there's the big one, the Virgin Mary.
Wow, she put in work.
Mother of God, pray for us sinners now in the hour of our death. So she's a very positive person.
Absolutely.
And even though, I didn't stick to staying a virgin. I had my kids the old-fashioned way.
You nasty.
Funny enough, though, when I had my first child, it was a son, and I found myself very early alone, single, and I a lot of the imagery you see of Mary and Jesus, like the Madonna and child, like that's all you see. It's just the two of them. So I just like, I'm going to raise him like he's Jesus.
Oh, how did that go?
He's a socialist, so yeah, he's pretty Jesus-y.
He's doing great.
He's very Jesus-y. Like he is extremely compassionate.
He's a soul.
Yes,
Yeah.
he people suffering really hurts him. But my dad was like that too.
Yeah.
So I think he's just a naturally like caring, sensitive person.
Do you think his name has something to do with that, or he would have been that anyway?
He'd have been that anyway.
Yeah. What does his name mean? Do you know? Should we look it up?
American Black?
Right. Wow.
My son's name's
It
DeAndre.
is DeAndre. Heck yeah.
It means American Black. But
You are crazy.
of Andre in French.
Let's see.
like-
Greek name Andre. Yeah, Greek name Andre, which means manly or
Oh,
brave.
he's definitely that.
DeAndre carries the meaning man, strong, brave. You can also be interpreted as belonging to the Andre family or from a warrior family.
There you go.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah,
I
he's
like
very
it.
strong.
Considered masculine.
And he works out a lot.
Ooh,
so
he sure
there's
does.
that. So
good for him, and he's
then,
healthy. We like it.
Famous Catherine's,
Yes.
Catherine the Great.
Yes.
And I was like, ooh, it's great's right in the title.
Like-
I'm like, I love that. I wish
Me too.
everybody had to attach that to my name every time they said it.
Mm-hmm.
But she's a very interesting historical figure. She helped to normalize inoculations in early Russia.
We need her back. 'Cause
We
they're trying
do.
to make that go
yeah,
away.
like she publicly was one of the first hoity-toity people to get a smallpox
Oh,
vaccination
good
and
for
stuff like that
her.
to help people relax about it and stuff. She's a smart lady. Now she did kill her husband.
What happened?
I mean,
Remind me. I know it's in the books or whatever.
He was an ineffectual leader, so she had to get him up out of here.
Okay.
Because technically she wasn't even Russian. Like she was brought in to
Oh.
be his wife and then was just better
It was
at
like, actually,
leading.
you're not.
And she planned a coup and won and got him
Oh.
right up out of here. So I don't know if she actually killed him, but she definitely deposed him.
Okay. Well, she wasn't not involved.
But like most strong female figures, usually most women are just written out of history entirely. And then
There you
the
have it.
ones who do make it through are usually maligned in some way. So the famous thing about Catherine the Great is supposed to be that she slept with a horse to satisfy her insatiable sexual
Give me a
appetite.
break. She probably was so regular when it.
Well, I mean, she was known to have some dalliances.
But so what
But
though?
yeah, exactly.
You know what I
no
mean?
more than any other ruler
Yeah.
with a penis.
Oh.
But
said the word, guys.
but she had a
Right,
not
we know
penis.
what she had. Yeah.
And so it was a bigger deal. But she was known for having an epic sex life. But
What's
it
wrong with
wasn't.
that?
It didn't involve bestiality.
well.
Yeah, like that was probably what. But once again, it became apocryphal, and people just start to believe it.
But see, that's the thing. That's the important names and words mean and stuff too. You know what I mean? Which is kind of what I want to talk about too, because it's like, we have our names that we're named, but then also too, it's like, oh, you're being given this. We're naming you, insatiable or whatever because of your, because you because you lean into your sexuality as a woman, and now that's
Well,
but I must sleep with animals. You know what I mean? Like that must be the
I
next
think
natural
it was probably
step.
like an
That's
offhanded
wild.
comment, like someone was just like, "Oh, it would probably take a horse to satisfy her."
And they're like,
And then it was
writing
like,
it down in the scrolls.
Just
Like,
like
yes.
with who's the
That's messed up.
lady with her head cut off, and Marie Antoinette,
Oh.
and everybody always wants to associate "let them eat cake" with her, and she didn't even say that.
Who said it?
It was from a story from Rousseau about a princess. It wasn't even a real person
Oh.
who said it. It just came from
But it was during that
literature.
same time, so
And
it's
yeah,
like
people
yeah,
were just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, that's something she would say. So
Like,
da da.
Wasn't
da,
she
da,
a
da.
child at that time? Wasn't she?
Not when
pretty
she
young?
not when she died.
Just when she became.
Just when she was human trafficked.
Oh no, this is getting
People-
really dark.
People-
This
hey,
is crazy.
It's scary. Also,
That's
shout
messed
out
up.
to No Dishes podcast.
Yay, no dishes.
in Bloomington's own.
I know that's
You
right.
guys want to
Listen,
check
give
that
us
out
good
if you like
video,
food.
friend, 'cause
Only if
ours
you like
too.
food.
Oh yeah, that's
Check
some
out the
food.
No Dishes
Definitely food.
podcast and stuff like that. But yeah, Marie Antoinette, she was they don't call it human trafficking.
But
like,
it
but
was,
arranged
though.
marriages, if
It's
you
that.
don't want to do it, it's human trafficking with
It's
a lot
true.
of money.
Oh my gosh. And I just saw the most heartbreaking video. Hopefully this is not fake news, but I saw a video of this this bride being like put up on this horse, and she's like crying out for her mom. Crying like, mom, because she's getting, they, basically married her off or whatever to some guy. And it's like that I don't
That's
think I
so
could deal with that.
sad.
That would be awful. Like I hate that a lot.
I do too. And
Yeah.
I think about that all the time because my daughter is of that age where, in traditional
happen.
societies, you just sell her off. And and just how sad that would be.
Yeah. And then imagine her crying for you and there's nothing you can do. And also too, but then
I feel like I'd be willing to murder.
But no, also too, I feel like there's that pressure of you don't want to be the first person in the line of your family to break that tradition. You want it to be somebody else.
I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are not, because I can just picture the mom being like, girl, if you don't.
Right.
Because
they're not
there's
gonna
no
say
other
that I
options.
raised you wrong.
That
because
part.
it goes down. Yes, it becomes a whole thing and it becomes an honor thing. Some societies, they have to kill you.
Oh, and that still happens now.
That's why I said I'd be willing to murder. It's like if somebody's got to die, it's not going to be my daughter.
It's
and it's
gonna
not
be
going to be
me.
me.
Oh.
And it's like, it's going to be these people who are trying to human traffic us.
I was like, oh, me. I'll just die for her.
No.
Instead, you're like, no, them.
Somebody
Oh, yeah.
needs to protect this child.
Yeah.
And it's-
Yeah. Well, I was,
But yes, I do feel like more, like a lot of the gratitude of being able to wake up in the morning, seeing her sleep peacefully.
I know.
Right now,
I
the only
know.
thing she's worried about, she's so nervous about school and like getting good grades.
Aw.
And it's so sweet because I'm like, honey, you're
doing great is
you
the
are.
message.
And she said
Yeah.
she keeps having dreams about like her grades, like she's having stress
Oh,
dreams and stuff.
no.
I know. And I'm like, honey, but it's like, you know what? You're going to stress out about something. So at least
guess
it's
it's
not
something
about
positive.
being,
Yes.
sold off, married off.
Ugh.
That's a good thing to not have to worry
It's
about.
definitely not though, but also just in terms of thinking like, okay, because I'm a woman, I have this name woman or young woman, there's all these things that are attached to that,
Yeah.
so whether that's your value only comes from, being married off or
Yeah. How much
how
pleasure
much-
you're bringing your male counterpart.
I mean, how and how they're just so not socialized to care about that in reciprocity. It's so crazy to me.
Yeah, but I like that that more and more young women that I'm talking to are getting away from that. Like the wokesters.
Ooh.
Yeah, the wokesters aren't
Shh,
having
don't say
it. They do
that.
not like the patriarchy.
Mhm.
And I think okay, we were talking about this with Kyla. Was that what she was saying about too? Okay.
I like when I catch it. I don't always catch it, friend.
I'm lobbing it up.
Mhm.
But yeah, just this idea of,
I mean, you're right in the middle of it. Then why would you stop?
it's just
You asked about rebranding. Is that what you were going to
yes,
say? Yeah.
just rebranding feminism so that men don't feel attacked by it.
Right.
Once again, have no idea why they feel attacked when, like we're the ones being primarily affected by feminism. You brought up too, though, it hurts men.
Yeah.
But it's not framed that way. It's always framed as if women are going to be taking off your side of the table. Because everyone's like, what are you bringing to the table? I'm like, what is this table?
I mean, it's frustrating because it makes me feel sad to think that in order for me to have the same, and the thing is, I don't know that it's in my mind always like I want the same exact things that men have. You know what I mean? I think at the end of the day, too, you just want the freedom and the autonomy to make choices, even if they are counter to what society says that you should do based on your name. So whether that's me being a mom, if I'm a mom who happens to be the kind of mom who wants to try to balance in work and raising a family, I should have the opportunity to do that. If I'm a wife and mother who wants the opportunity to stay at home and focus solely on my children, I want the opportunity to do that, but without pushing that on somebody else. You just want all these avenues basically open. So I think when we narrow the names, these names down to a handful of, definitions and how they play out, I mean, we limit ourselves to what we can experience, the fullness of life. And so then you see, a girl getting slapped onto the back of the, crying her little eyes out because she's like, I don't want to, like, this is, and what's so crazy is that, like, I know that there has to be some part of them that knows this is crazy, but then you internalize it for so long and you've experienced it and air quotes survived it, that it's normalized. And what I saw that was super interesting, maybe last night while I was doom scrolling or whatever. It wasn't doom scrolling because it's mostly positive. Yeah, it was mostly positive stuff on my feed. I don't do that. Yes, delight scrolling. I saw this member of the Maasai tribe, and he was talking about a cultural tradition where when young men are coming of age, I think maybe he said around 13 or 14, they do this thing where they have these ladies in a hut, and like late at night, they ransack the hut and they essay the women, whoever's up, whoever's in the bed, like they essay them. And the person was like, so what's up with that now? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, I mean, we don't do that now. Like now that is, like we acknowledge that this was part of our history or whatever, but now we're making different choices or whatever. And then they interviewed this older woman and he was like, so this happened to her? And she was like, yeah, it happened. And, you know, she was like, that was just our culture. Like it was normalized. But what I liked was the fact that he was able to say, like, without going back and condemning the people that did it, because I think this is where we find ourselves now in society, where it's really hard to make peace with some of the things that have happened in the past. I don't think there has to be acknowledgement for it. I don't think that they were condemning the people, but they were also saying, like, we recognize the difference now, and we choose not to take part in it. Mm-hmm. And that's the best case scenario, because culture is so ingrained in what we normalize for ourselves, whether it's, you know, the jobs that we take or how we move in the world. So,
or female genital mutilation.
Well, that always comes up, doesn't it?
It does.
Little delightful, little lighthearted.
I feel like I haven't brought it up
It's been a while. Actually, quarterly, it probably comes up. And it was right on time. I was wondering when you were going to say it.
I feel like at the beginning of the podcast, I brought it up way more often.
Yeah, that and microbiomes. You've been taking a break. I haven't heard that in quite some time. How dare
Star
you?
Trek.
I feel like that's been in the most recent of all. Don't do that. Nice try, friend.
Probably true.
Nice try, friend.
I feel like it's still, whatever. I should mention them more.
Okay.
But
yes, but it was just like, interesting to see the pivot.
The tradition does so much heavy lifting when it comes to our behaviors instead of like taking time. There's nothing wrong to me taking some time to step back and be like, should we be doing this?
Yeah.
Like still, like maybe, I think I heard I don't know which tribe, attributing it to one of the Native American tribes, where the idea is basically hanging on to a spiritual practice that no longer serves you is like continuing to carry the canoe once you're on land. Ooh. Like this might have gotten you there, but
I like that so much.
This is why we should know more about the people who lived here. Like they might have known some stuff.
I just love a nice visual. Like I think this is why like a lot of the stories that really live in our culture so heavily and influence our culture is because like when you paint such a vivid picture of, like, I mean, I'm picturing the dude on the land. That's heavy now. Like, why are you still walking with this?
Right.
You look crazy.
But it's like, you don't understand. I needed
right.
this.
It did this.
Yeah.
Past tense.
But like in your mind, and we do that with so much stuff where we hold on to stuff that's now hurting us.
Oh my goodness.
And when all we have to do, it seems too simple just to put it down. Like
right.
that can't be the answer.
Oh.
Guys.
There's some stuff
it's
that
like
culturally...
drinking water and sleeping.
Oh my
crazy good for you.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, it's interesting. Like I don't know that I've ever observed someone who was like still deeply entrenched in that culture make a revelation like that. I just thought that was really interesting. I want to have more conversations around that or observe more conversations around that because, our cultural practices here in the States, not like they don't vary across the diaspora of Black folks or whatever, but, to have something culturally specific like that, or even just you bringing up FGM or whatever, I think it takes a lot to get over that. That's like, we don't, like us being on the outside looking in, it feels like this is crazy.
You got fresh eyes on it.
Yeah. But at the same time, how like when you're in it and somebody's judging what you've been doing for centuries, you're like, how you gonna come in and tell us something that we've been doing? Yeah. So there's just always that balance. So yeah, those are just always really interesting conversations. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Because if I can find it, I'm going to leave a little link for you guys. That was extremely interesting. I'm pretty sure I sent it to myself. I'll go back through. But okay, so now, let's see. Let's go back to names real quick.
Are we going to build a break into?
No, because we'll just end it. Because we only got it's 39 right now.
Oh, okay, cool. No
so
breaks.
I think it's 45, right? Do we have 45 minutes or a whole hour? I think it's just 7:45.
Yeah. So they have time to.
Yeah, so we only got 6 minutes left. So. Okay. Unless you need a break, friend. I mean, we can do what you want.
I was just asking.
Yeah. The answer's no, friend.
Chris,
it's a Wednesday.
Chris, if you could take this out.
It's a Wednesday.
We just love it.
And we're working.
Nose
working her to the bone.
The grindstone. Are we going to spin the wheel?
Ooh. Because who knows when this one's actually coming out, friend?
I know. I just had some gentlemen ask when this episode's going to air, and I'm like,
so cute.
Ooh, I think it's
in a
like
couple
2
weeks.
Oh, I made it, and they subscribed too. Thank you.
They did?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Yes.
This is so cute.
We've met so many nice people.
This has been nice.
It would have been nice to have gotten here earlier. I mean, it's amazing we got here at all.
That part, because Lord
first
knows.
and foremost. But this has been such a nice event. I've learned so much there's so much I'm learning about the city I was born in.
Same.
Because we tend to stay in our little nooks. And
I like the sign language for nooks. You guys, if you're not watching,
everybody
you bring
knows
your arms in.
I'm my little
elbows
nook.
bent down near your body.
But I have to say, podcasting has me spreading my wings. I'm going to have to go to the north side, to the east side, to the west side, to all the cardinal directions, south side.
Cardinal direction.
It's like, here we are. So
I thought you were going to say something else, but.
Oh, no. But this is beautiful. Like, they have a micro museum here.
Oh, my gosh. I can't wait to take a look around, too, real quick before we get out of here.
It's beautiful. And this is a co-working space, so if you ever need to co-work.
Man, and this is soundproof.
Yeah, real well.
Oh, man, we're going to sound
because we get to see people walking by. If you see us waving, like in the video and stuff, see us waving and stuff, people are walking by and can hear us on the headphones and stuff. It's very, very cute.
We're classy, so.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
So what did you make for dinner?
So before I left, I said, guys, gotta ditch you. Okay. I've been prepping them for this, but I just threw a frozen pizza on the counter and was like, put that in there. And so I told them I'd call them before I left because they would probably still be hungry. They're at that age where they could eat everything all the time. So I might stop. Maybe I'll grab something from one of these food trucks if they're still here. I don't know. They might be wrapping up, but maybe I'll grab some tacos or something before we go.
My children both eat so much. It's constant.
It's a lot. So,
but I'm glad there's plenty of food. I think about like points in human history where like you have nothing to hand them.
You mean scarcity?
Just imagine those little faces looking up at you with them big old eyes, talking about like, "Mama," and it's just like
they ask me like that's their current situation, and that makes me mad.
That's it. That is.
It's like y'all are old enough to walk in there and figure it out. They're so well loved because for so long. One of the hardest things for me is because I'm such a routine person is for somebody to tap me on my shoulder and be like, girl.
They can do that.
Same thing like you said, like when you're still carrying the canoe, why though? You know what I mean?
Like,
and
because
so it's just such a...
what if I need it again? It's like, well, build another canoe.
Right, or grab it from over there, set it down. You ain't got to rebuild that thing. It's right there. You feel me? But yeah, and that happens to me sometimes in smaller ways in terms of just, my routine. So, I mean, we're past that now, but I have to remind them sometimes when they're like, well, what are we doing? Well, what have you tried to do for it? What have you gone to, like it's one thing when it's like, well, I found this and I have this, but I don't know what to do with this. Then it's like, okay, we can brainstorm. I see you have some skin in the game, but don't just walk up to me
and just be like, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my gosh. And then if I mention something that they don't want, specifically my son. He acts like, oh, well, then make something. You know what I mean? So we're at that time, man. We making it work. That part.
He's like, we can eat what you make.
Of the two of my kids, he's more likely to jump up and make like something than my daughter. Because a lot of her stuff, she wants to eat stuff. They both want to just snack. They'll sit and eat fruit or like, oh, I'm eat a bag of chips or I'm going to make some noodles. No, y'all about to get in there and scramble some eggs, okay? Get them biscuits out. Throw them in the oven.
Spend a little time.
So all of that to say, they had a frozen pizza.
So that's frozen pizza. I made chili.
My mom made chili today. It's a chilly day, I guess.
It is. It's a chilly day.
It's coming.
I made some chili, and then when I get home, I'll make some cornbread.
Oh, nice. Gotta do that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a nice little. You guys here? So it was 90 degrees like
a week ago,
and now like in the morning it was 50. I'm tired. I got a headache, sinus headache.
I was so sneezy the other day.
I had like 12 sneezes in a row today.
Yeah.
And it was rude.
Crazy.
And I didn't like it. Yeah.
Indiana's fun.
It is. It's super fun. Also, let's see, what else? How can we
shoot? I
What's
still have some
happening?
fresh. I need to make that tonight. I still have some fresh corn from the farmer's market.
Ooh. See, you could have put some of the corn in your cornbread. Do
I
you
still
like
can.
that
I haven't made
texture?
it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could put a little corn in the cornbread. You don't like spiciness though, do you
I
really?
love spice.
Girl, put some jalapenos. Dice up some jalapenos and corn and have you some real
I
good
don't like
cornbread.
onions. You're thinking about onions.
Well, I know you don't like those, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't overstepping.
No. I love it a little spice.
Yes. Well, anyway, you guys, I think we're just going to wrap this up. I mean, this was definitely just a fake episode, but this was super nice to just be able to kind of chit chat and naturally have our conversation flow in this really beautiful space.
And a reminder, like, I'm not exactly sure when this airs, but if it's before September 13th, join us September 13th at Switchboard Indie.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what? Forgot again.
Podcast and platforming. We'll have Brad giving a workshop on something.
I think it's AI.
On AI, thank you. Yes.
So I want to say it's AI and podcasting. So he's going to be the person actually leading the conversation. So again, like if you guys are interested in podcasting, want to get on the show, do some really good networking, I Am Podcast is definitely a really great space to do that networking.
It's such a good resource.
Very much so.
And as one of my college professors told me, podcasts are the future of advertising.
Boom, in your face. How
So
about that,
yeah,
guys?
you're gonna want to get in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Riff into it.
All right. So I'm thinking we're not gonna spin the wheel because
I'm fine with that. It'll be a surprise. Just come back.
Yeah.
We'll make it worth your while.
Come back. We'll make it worth your while. You guys, do what we're doing right now. We are in the spaces that we want to be in. We are sharing art, creating memories, and I'm
we're
doing
free.
And see you guys next time. Bye.
Before we go, we must give thanks to Urban Nerd for providing our music, and legal services were handled by Trezanae M. Atkins. If you like what you heard, please feel free to join us every Wednesday for another fake-ass book club. Cheers.
Thank you guys for listening. You can check us out at thefabpodcast.com. Please subscribe, rate, and review our podcast wherever you're listening right now. We want to hear from you. Come put it in our life. Thanks again, and until next time, peace, love, and the Fake Ass Book Club. We out.